Okay. Hi, welcome to my channel, Takoyaki Tarot. Today is April 28th, Sunday, 2024. Also, if you haven't tried the ginger ale raspberry lemonade, it's pretty good. I don't really like lemonade, but the raspberry definitely helps. Oh, and it's like a pinkish color, so that's pretty. Alright, so before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you and gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story, okay? Let me just brighten that up a bit. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So I want to read a passage in the Bible that was pointed out to me. Actually, you know what? Let me go get it. Hold on. All right, it is Ezekiel chapter 16 verses, because it's multiple, verses 39 through 41, and I'll read them to you. All right, and then I'm gonna do my reading. Wow, and it says, is your all on the altar? So you could be, I feel like there's something about putting your all into something, everything you have, blood, sweat, and tears, like putting your all into something, right? But you being a child of God, like you put everything, you give everything you have to God, right? You put it all, I don't know why it's so hard for me to talk. Put it all on the altar, you give your all to Him, you, like everything you have, you give it to God, right? So that's something separate. All right, all day I've been having trouble with like my speech. All right, so it says, so Ezekiel chapter 16 verses 39 through 41. I will also give you into their hand, and they shall throw down their shrines and break down your high places. They shall also strip you of your clothes, take your beautiful jewelry, and leave you naked and bare. They shall also bring up an assembly against you, and they shall stone you with stones and thrust you through with their swords. They shall burn your houses with fire and execute judgment on you in sight of many women. And I will make you cease playing the harlot, and you shall no longer hire lovers. That's so. There's wow. So it was really just those three verses. But the last two verses, 42 and 43, it says, so I will lay to rest my fury toward you, and my jealousy shall depart from you. I will be quiet and be angry no more. Because you did not remember the days of your youth, but agitated me with all of these things. Surely I will also recompense your deeds on your own head, says the Lord God. And you shall not commit lewdness in addition to all your abominations. All right, so this is talking about a harlot. Because you didn't remember the days of your youth. Somebody lost their innocence very quickly, but agitated me with all these things. And somebody was like blaming you for that, or like making you responsible, or like there's like some sort of jealousy involved. So like you could still have your innocence or this childlike wonder, and somebody like doesn't believe in that, or they don't. Oh my gosh, there's so much. Okay, somebody, they don't believe in that. It's like they immediately thought that the only way, the best way, the true way is just to like kind of grow up and that's it. You know how like there's that verse in the Bible where it says there comes a time where you have to put aside childish things, right? But that's really about like, you know, making time and prioritizing your priorities and things like that. It's like, it doesn't say to eliminate that childlike wonder. It doesn't say to eliminate that innocence within you. It doesn't say that. It just says put down childish things. So having that innocence is not childish things. That wonder, it's not childish things. Childish things would be like having temper tantrums and getting mad because you can't get things your way when you want it, how you want it. Things like that. Also things like, I don't know, being codependent when you have all the capabilities of doing things your own. This is talking about a harlot, a woman, a karmic woman. This karmic woman. I did a reading on this before, and a different verse popped out in the Bible that I also read in my reading. And this woman, it's like she thrives off of jewelry and using her body to get things that she wants. They shall also strip you of your clothes, take your beautiful jewelry, and leave you naked and bare. This woman, whatever she built on falseness and this harlot could have been accusing you of doing this exact thing, but it's this harlot that's been doing this whore, this Queen of Wands in reverse. This is who's been doing this. This is, everything's been taken away from her. It says, you are an adulterous wife who takes strangers instead of her husband. Men make payment to all harlots, but you made your payments to all your lovers and hired them to come to you from all around for your harlotry. You are the opposite of other women in your harlotry because no one solicited you to be a harlot. So whoever this person is, it's like nobody asked her or paid her. This is just how she is. And that you gave payment, but no payment was given to you. Therefore, you are the opposite. So it's like, this is somebody who will like go out of their way to like be a Queen of Wands in reverse, a harlot, sleep with people deliberately just because she can, just because she wants to. For money, for satisfaction. To be like, oh, I wonder if I can steal that man, or I wonder if I can, break up that home, or I wonder if I could, it's like a game. It's a game to this person. Now then, O harlot, hear the word of the Lord. Thus says the Lord God, because your filthiness was poured out, and your nakedness uncovered in your harlotry with your lovers, and with all your abominable idols, and because of the blood of your children which you gave to them. Surely, therefore, I will gather all your lovers with whom you took pleasure, all those you loved, and all those around against you, and will uncover your nakedness to them, and they may see all your nakedness. So, whatever this woman has been doing, it's being shown and revealed. The first part says Jerusalem's adultery, and the second part says Jerusalem's lovers will abuse her. So, the women, okay, whoever this harlot is, whoever this Queen of Wands in reverse, whoever she, gathered, she could have gathered a group of men to be around her, to control, to say, do this, do this, do this, do this, do that, while also sleeping with all of them, while also receiving, I don't know, whatever it is. This is somebody who, they like money and jewelry and having multiple partners at the same time. Whoever this person is, all the I don't know how to say this, but all the guys that she gathered up to work for her, now they're turning against her. They don't want any parts, they don't want to be around her. They don't want to deal with her. They could, I also heard some of them could Eason, oh my God, what is Eason? So, all her jewelries and things like that, some of them could even be stealing them from her. They can be a thief in the night and taken from her, betraying her. Wow. And I will judge you as women who break wedlock or shed blood are judged. I will bring blood upon you in fury and jealousy. So, whoever this woman is, this karmic woman is, she's very jealous and angry that you're not like this. You're not the same. You're not. But she has the audacity to be jealous and mad at you. You could have known this person since you were young because you did not remember the days of your youth. So this person, if they had any special qualities to them, they lost sight of that. They used that for negativity. It's like someone told me today too. They said, as a chosen one, you're not allowed to lie. Like, if you have special gifts, you're not allowed to abuse them. You're not allowed to do that. It was a very enlightening conversation, I might add. So, if you ever watch this video, you know who you are. Shout out to you, because that conversation was wonderful. And I would definitely have another conversation again. It's rare that I enjoy conversations, even if it's even rarer that I actually engage in conversations, right? So, but this was a nice conversation. And this person was right. Like, if you have gifts and abilities and, special things, you're not allowed to lie and abuse them. You're not supposed to, because you're manipulating. And I feel like all the manipulation that this harlot has done, and including lying against you, collective, and saying that this was you, all her lovers are turning against her. They don't want to be around her. All her jewelry is being taken away from her. God is really pissed off at this chick, this harlot, this Queen of Wands in reverse. And a lot of it has to do because she's mad because, there's something about your innocence. And somebody, whoever this harlot is, she could have wanted you to fall. She could have made you feel like you were falling, because I had a dream last night and whatever. But there was this old woman, and she was standing there next to me, and I was talking to her in my dream, right? And I was like, oh, well, what did I say? I was like, I might as well, because apparently I fell. And she said, but you didn't fall. So whoever this harlot is, she wanted the world, your friends, your community, your family, even your lovers to, I don't know, she wanted to make it seem like you fell or that you're falling, but it's not true. You're not falling, collective. And everything that she's been doing, now she could have even, the lovers that she acquired through her body, that's all she had to offer them. It's like she was giving them payments with her body, with jewelry. That's not sustainable. That's not keeping me, her lovers are thinking, this is not feeding me at night. This is not keeping me happy at night. This is not filling me up inside at night. There's no warmth in this. So there's many reasons why her lovers are turning against her. And I feel like I keep trying to say this one thing, but I keep getting distracted. So she acquired all of these lovers. It's like she got a team of lovers specifically to attack you, I guess. Then it was so, after all your wickedness, woe to you, says the Lord God, that you also built for yourself a shrine and made a high place for yourself in every street. You built your high places at the head of every road and made your beauty to be abhorred. You offered yourself to everyone who passed by and multiplied your acts of harlotry. This is somebody whoever gave her attention, she was just like, okay. She wanted to be admired and adored and, fame. She wanted to be famous. What is beauty and fame? Whatever she had, it was not given to her by God. She built it, but it wasn't it wasn't anything I don't know, genuine, because it's she only built these shrines to be adored for, for her beauty. And it's okay, well, she'll sleep with this person to get another shrine. It's weird like that. It's they built their reputation. They created their reputation by sleeping around. You know how they that saying, oh, she slept her way to the top? This is literally that person. They slept their way to the top, or they slept their way through town, or they whatever it is. Wow. And it says it again. And in all your abominations and acts of harlotry, you did not remember the days of your youth, when you were naked and bare, struggling in your blood. So this person, essentially, one of the reasons why they did all this was because it's like, in their mind, if they don't have any gifts, if they can't use their gifts, if they don't know how to tap into their abilities, they're gonna use what they got, which is their I was gonna say their blood, their body. This person is like the type of person to sell their soul for beauty and fame and money, and it's just like God is like, listen, that's not why. Like, I'm hearing someone say you should have never done that because now God's like, it's like, it's you. You did that for no reason. You should have never done that. You did that for no reason. Wow, yeah, this person is like, they be sacrificing people. Moreover, you took your sons and your daughters, whom you bore to me, and these you sacrificed to them to be devoured. Were your acts of harlotry a small matter, that you have slain my children and offered them up to them by causing them to pass through the fire? So this person, it's like whatever God gave them, they gave it to the world. This is somebody who, like, they'll have the miracle of a child, and in order to gain fame and wisdom, you see it all the time in Hollywood. You saw it with like Justin Bieber, and like just parents who just let Hollywood raise their children. It's like that. So it's like this person lets the world raise their children. They just gave the world to their children or their child. The children that God gave to them as a blessing. It's, what's too, sometimes, how someone would live their life a certain way and then after having children, they completely change? It's because of that child. God gave them that child so that way they can continue on with the mission at hand. Now, these people, this would be someone who, they didn't see that, they didn't get that, so they just gave their children up or their child to the world and continued being whatever it is that they were being before. Nothing's changed. And it's crazy because this person, whoever this harlot is, I feel like they have it like some sort of jealousy and rage and agitation towards you because you remembered something about your youth, your childhood. And this person, they lost sight of their childhood. They lost sight of their youth. They could have also lost sight of, like, when they were struggling, God was still there. But this is the kind of person that, like, unless they can see it and feel it, like money and jewelry, then it's not real. It doesn't exist. Like, this is, like, the same exact reason why this person would be, like, childlike wonder and innocence and, like, that stuff. You don't need that stuff. That stuff that doesn't exist because it doesn't do anything for you. And that's not true at all. By pushing that aside and living this way, they became a woman of the world, not a woman of God. There's a complete difference. I've been picking up on this Queen of Wands now for like the past 2 weeks. This is a woman of the world. She loves the world. She loves money, cars, clothes. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. It's just when you make it your everything, right? This person, they want fame. They want to be adored. They want to be acknowledged. They want to be seen. They want to be like on, top news and celebrity news today or whatever. It's like they want that lifestyle, and they would do anything to get that kind of lifestyle. I know my Bible is Precious Moments Bible because I've had it since I was a kid, so it's been through some stuff. As you can see, like the binding is all, it's been through some stuff. It's seen some days. All right, let me see. I've had this, oh my god, since 2003. You can see this was a gift, I think, from like a communion or something like that. January, March, April 9th, 2003. Wow. April 9th, 2003. Yeah. Yep. Like the inside's all like, yeah, this, yep. This was my very first and only Bible. I've always had it since I was a kid. It's crazy because even when I was a kid, I like when I was a teenager, I talked about this once before. How like I went through like a sickness when I was a teenager, right? Like I was sick a lot, and even in my darkest moments, like I could just never bring it. Like it's like I don't know. There was just I don't know. Like if someone like you know how people just be throwing away Bibles, it just I don't know. Just the thought of that, like I don't know. I just never. So I've always had it. I've always had the same Bible. Anyways, oh, where did that page go? Oh yeah, Ezekiel. So yeah, anyway, so there's this chick in your energy, a Queen of Wands in reverse, and she's actually been in my reading for like the past 2 weeks now. I want to say a week and a half, 2 weeks. I feel like too in the beginning, this chick when she was first living this way, okay, maybe being a harlot, maybe sleeping around, this isn't that right. And but it was like it was still forgiven, right? God was like, all right, okay, I'll forgive you. But I feel like it got to the point when she involved her children. That's when God was like, all right, now you're doing too much because those are my children. Those are my innocent babies. Those are my souls. You have no right offering. There's also, I think, a passage in the Bible that talks about, you know how like you hear all the time how people like be selling their souls and things like that. First of all, those are not even their souls to be selling. All souls belong to God. So if you don't know that, definitely look it up. All right. So the fact that I feel like that's one of the biggest reasons why it really pissed God off, because he's like, what are you doing? Those are my children. Those are my souls, right? But like you have this mom giving her children to the world for fame, beauty, riches, and fortune. And it's just like God's like that's where it's unforgivable now, because now you crossed the line. Now you've done too much, right? And it's like this person is like has some sort of weird vendetta against you because like you're not doing that, and it's like it's weird because in their mind they're like, what do you mean you're not doing that? I'm doing that. So this is somebody who they want people to follow them and like whatever wicked things that they do, because it's like, well, if I have a bunch of followers and people admire me and I have fans, then it's okay. It's whatever. It's like that excuses their bad behavior, because you see it all the time how celebrities get into scandals and then people will be like, oh, they're canceled, and then like a couple weeks later, their following goes back up again. Right, so that's how this person feels like. They're just like, okay, whatever. It's just a scandal. They're gonna love me again in like a couple weeks. All right, hold on 1 second. I had to put my Bible back. But God's just like, who told you that? Who told you that? That's not. You may do that with the world, but you cannot do that with God, the Most High. You can't do that. You can't do the most wicked things and give your children up to the world and expect everything is all going to be okay. Who told you that? And because you did that, God's going to make sure that everything is taken away, because now you crossed the line. Like, who told you that it was okay? Like, if you're gonna be a harlot, if you're gonna do that, that's you. That's entirely up to you, right? Do what you want to do. But the minute that you get your kids involved and you just kind of like give them to the world, that's all right. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to do what you want to do. And on top of that, this is the same harlot that had the audacity to make it seem like you were this harlot, or you were doing this, or you only cared about monies and riches. We have 222 alignment. You are in the right place and time. So whatever is happening for this isn't the way it should be happening. Is that the only card that flipped up? So if you know somebody that's going through something like this, that's the harlot. That's crazy. Because I knew this card was going to come out. Neptune's warning. If you put your faith only in the world of your senses, you will always know a hunger that can't be satisfied. as the ocean dissolves beach beneath your feet, I will show you that your fine castles and all inside them are made of sand. Didn't I just say that whatever foundations that this person built, it's like crumbling? It's no good. It's like you can't sleep your way to the top and expect to have like a like and be surprised that your foundation is not stable. You can't be wicked and then be surprised like, oh no, what's going on? It's because you stole, lied, cheated, and manipulated your way to the top, and now you're surprised. If you put your faith only in the world of the senses, you will know a hunger that cannot be satisfied. And that's another thing too, that this harlot's lovers, they're realizing that all she can give them is her body or jewelry. Like, jewelry is not going to keep you warm at night. Those cold pieces of metal, they're not going to keep you fed. They're not going to buy you bread. I mean, you can if you sell them, but you're going to have to get more piece of jewelry. And by getting more piece of jewelry, you're going to have to sleep with this chick again. And it's just like that. So it's like that lifestyle is not keeping them happy and warm, and it's not filling them, and they're hungry. And it's like they're realizing by being around this harlot, they're not being fed. Not their soul's not being fed. So whatever she was building by living this way and being this way, it's gone. It's gone. It doesn't exist anymore because it wasn't given to her by God. It was forced through her, manipulated through her, by her hand, her mouth, her body, right? That's why it's being that way and living that way and acquiring things that way. It's never tangible. It's never long term, because it's like a blessings through God. Those are long term. Those are tangible. Those are stable, right? Because you don't have to lie, steal, and shield to get them. Toxic relationship. So this person thrives off of toxic relationships, and it's just like nobody wants to be in a toxic relationship. We're no longer in an era of toxicity and negativity. It's like it's not cool anymore to be a bully. And I said this in my video, like one of my videos, like we're not in the early 19s, late 90s, early 2000s, even late 2010s. It's not cool to be a bully anymore. There's no peace in that. Everybody wants to be accepted and like be comfortable in who they are and be happy and be at peace. That's what's cool. Having toxic relationships and being that way, it's not cool anymore. And I feel like that's another reason. Look, Protect Your Blessings came out. So you're being told to protect your blessings. Also, there's something about, because again, this person was saying all of this to make it seem, I'm getting like a really, like a headache on both sides. So this person was doing all of this to make it seem like you fell from grace, your purity, your innocence. Like it's you don't have that anymore. Your reputation. They were really trying to like damage your reputation, and a lot of it has to do because it's like, I'll damage the collective's reputation and nobody will think twice of my reputation. But it's like, that's not the way, like, nobody's dumb anymore. Not the way they used to be, at least, okay? That's the thing. Nobody's dumb. Everybody's paying attention. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why this person was able to do this as harlot for so long, because it's like, in her mind, like I said, it's like, oh, this scandal, it'll go away in like a couple weeks and everybody will love me again and I'll get all my followers again and I'll be back on movies and social media and my friends will be here for me. But now everyone's just like, oh, you're canceled. What happened, my love? Okay, 1 second, hold on.
A float. Dragon?
Yeah, but not now.
A blue?
Hold on. Okay. So,
Well, blow?
I'm not blowing it out right now, though. You have to wait.
1, 2.
Here, take your pen. All right, hold on. Let me get more sage, and then you can blow it out. Okay? You got to count to 3. Ready? Count. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Good job.
Good job. High five.
Look at you.
I know. All right. Okay. Where was I? So yeah, protect your blessings. So I feel like you're being told to protect your blessings, but I also feel like the universe is making sure that your blessings are protected. Also, because you are in the right place in the right time, your blessings are protected. Okay? We got the 5th house, Leo, romance, play, creativity, affairs of the heart, being yourself and enjoying it, self-expression. So one thing with that youth, you forgot the days of your youth. When you're a child, it's easy to express yourself and create and, operate out of your heart. Children are very innocent, and children, they love to love. They have such open hearts, right? That's why they need to be protected. So for some of you, the blessing that you need to protect is your children, your child. All right? For some of you, this could be whatever blessings God gives you, or this could also be your inner child as well. This person also does not like your because you got to push it back. This person doesn't like your confidence and how much you love yourself with this Leo energy being here, because if it's one thing about a Leo, they love themselves, right? They have so much love for themselves that if you don't match the love that they have for themselves, you are no longer a candidate. That's a Leo. All right. So you could have Leo in your chart, or you're just in this Leo energy where you just love yourself. You take pride in who you are. You're very confident. And on top of that, you do what you want, how you want it. You have no problems expressing yourself. This person is a complete opposite. This Harlot, this Queen of Wands in reverse, complete opposite. That's another thing that they forgot from their youth. How to operate out of their heart. That's what they forgot. They don't know how to operate out of their heart. They operate through their body. Maybe they could also operate like using exchanges, like do this for me, right? Go stalk the collective, and then when you come back, blah 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 blah, right? It's gross, but let's move on. My nose is clearing up though, so that's good. 11th house, Aquarius. So it could be a Leo, it could be an Aquarius. You could be a Leo, you could be an Aquarius, but I feel like this person, they forge toxic relationships around the people that's around them. There's also something about like this person, they purposely creates toxic bonds, like trauma bonding. It's like they trauma bond. That's what they do. So for a lot of you could also be in this Aquarius energy where you're realizing that this person is not a good person. This is how they operate. Also, their friends, listen, no, stop. Hold on one second. Okay, So yeah, so their friends and their community, whatever large group that they surrounded themselves around, they're looking at this person weird and differently. People are rebelling against this person, just like that one passage in the Bible. Like now your lovers will turn against you. Stop. Leave it.
No. Stop.
So this person's lovers, communities, friends, whatever large groups that they surrounded themselves around are turning against them. They're rebelling against this person, this harlot. They're also realizing that they've just been trauma bonded. It is so hot. Oh my goodness. She just that's funny. Thank you, but I don't need it right now. U, the letter U could be somebody's first, last, middle, initial, name of a word or place, but I feel like this is just a plain blank statement. You are aligned. You are aligned. It's very simple. Hold on. Ex-boyfriend or husband. So somebody could have been trauma bonding your ex-boyfriend or your ex-husband to be with them. This harlot. So this ex-boyfriend or ex-husband of yours could be realizing that they've just been trauma bonded, that this relationship is toxic, it's not good, it was built on a false foundation, that there's no warmth there, there's no love there, and whatever lies that they were saying about you, it's actually them, right? Go figure. Who knew? Like, who would have thought? I feel like I was trying to get this image earlier, but my child right now keeps interrupting me, and there's a very specific reason as to why, because I feel like a lot of the things that I'm saying right now, it's like somebody does not want to hear it. So it's like people around, excuse me, people around this harlot, friends, family, community, this person could have even been trying to like, or has a habit of being with your ex-lovers. But I feel like everybody around this harlot, this Queen of Wands in reverse, they're looking at her with their mouths open and shocked. Like, I would have never guessed. Who would have thought it was actually so-and-so, right? And you knew this. You could have known this, collective, so you're just like, yeah, well, oh well, that's, now you know, right? Now you know now you really know who you didn't know, right? And everyone is just like, oh my God, I would have never guessed. I can't believe it. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, right? I just heard we've just been bamboozled. We've been bamboozled. So they can't believe it, but it's in their faces. There's no denying it. All right, but it doesn't matter. Like, whatever happens over here has nothing to do with you, because you're perfectly aligned. You're over here focused on your romance, your romances, your creativity, operating out of your heart, being yourself and enjoying it, protecting your blessings. And look, there's even a little smiley face in this letter. So that's you. You're just here, happy, cheerful, doing your own thing, staying in your lane, minding your own business. And everyone is just like, who would have thought it was actually you that is the harlot, you karmic woman? It's you who is a Queen of Wands in reverse, not the collective, because the collective, they're over there minding their own business, being themselves and being creative and operating out of the heart and being happy. So how can what you're saying, Queen of Wands reverse harlot, how can that be that what you're saying is them when it's not lining up, it's not adding up, the math is not mathing, right? The picture doesn't align, the pieces don't fit in the puzzle. I can keep going on and on. That was funny. All right, let me get like 2 more and then I'm gonna move on. Okie dokie. Oh wow, I got 2 more. That's great. Thank you. We have the letter Q. They believe their own lies. So whoever this person is, they believe their own lies. And again, I'm getting the word queer. So this person could have some issues with their sexual identity. They just don't know who they are or what they are. I'm getting, this is the same chick that's been in my readings for like the past 2 weeks. The same chick, the Queen of Wands in reverse, who doesn't know who she is, doesn't know what she is. She is of the world. This person could be this harlot, has a habit of stealing lovers from people or trying to as like out of a game. This person, they thrive. Excuse me, because it's not gonna work. You cannot do it like that. That's not gonna work. You cannot force it, okay? You have to take this off, and now you can put it on. You're blocking yourself. So, yeah, this person thrives off of toxic relationships, trauma bonds, people. I feel like whoever this person is, one of their tactics is like acting like they just don't like they this is somebody who like they will offend you and then they'll be like, oh, I didn't know you would feel that way, I'm sorry, right? But then they'll like offend you a completely different way, and then they'll just be like, it's like that. It's like they feel like their wickedness can be excused because people will forget, because in their mind people are dumb and then people just forget. It's like the way celebrities are with scandals, you know, like, oh, so and so was canceled, and then like after a week or two later their followers are back and now they're in the next movie and they're on like this. It's like that. This is how this person operates, and it worked for a very long time because for a very long time the majority of people were actually dumb. But it's not working anymore because people are not as dumb as they used to be. All right, so if that offends you, then, you know, okay, what do you want me to do about that? I can't. I don't know. I don't control the awakenings. So Baby, I gotta put a band-aid on that. Here. Okay. Mm-hmm. Doctor?
Let's go.
The creation of, the gaining of respect for or from, things brought to life or light to the sun on the fence. So, this ex-boyfriend or ex-husband, this could be your ex-boyfriend or ex-husband, or this person's ex-boyfriend or ex-husband. But I feel like for the most of a collective, it's your ex-boyfriend or ex-husband. This person is realizing that, hold on. So, they're realizing that we have the sun on the fence. That's more Leo energy. But they're realizing they were never really, I don't know, there was never really anything in this. It's like they were just stuck in a state of suspension. Like they were not happy. Hold on. Excuse me. Stop. I don't know. I feel like they're happy, but they're not happy. It's just something doesn't fit. Something's not right with the situation. They could also be, that's something separate. That's something with them personally. With this ex-boyfriend or ex-husband of yours. They're realizing that it was just, I don't know, nothing was being really created. Nothing was really being grown. The gaining of respect for or from, they didn't get respect from this. It's like nothing's really changed for them positively. Things brought to light or life. It's like this entire realization is like they're suspended. They're just like stuck in shock. Like, you telling me all this time, like, you were really under that mask? It was you wearing this mask? You were wearing a mask the entire time? I feel like this ex-boyfriend or husband is also realizing with this Queen of Wands in reverse that, so this is somebody who would be like, oh yeah, I know so-and-so, or I'm connected with so-and-so, or so-and-so. But a lot of their connections were built using their body. If they were not, this is, how do I say this? This is like really, really in-depth. You would never really hear the connections of this harlot say, oh, so-and-so was a wonderful, honest, kind person. It's never really anything genuine. And this person, this ex-boyfriend or ex-husband, was under the impression that this person had true, like a good reputation in the community, in the family, in the friendship. It's like they just the reputation, it was false. Their fame, their celebrity status, their admiration, it was false. But this person, this harlot, wanted people to adore them, to admire them, to praise them, right? So they would do things to make it seem like they were actually being praised, and it was just not like that. It's like this person be like, oh yeah, I have fans here and fans there, and you know, and then they go to whatever place and it's like nobody really knows them. Oh, you're so and so, right? It's never really like, oh my gosh, it's you. But they had, I don't know, this ex-boyfriend or ex-husband under the impression that they're like that. Yes, my love.
It's fire.
Yeah.
What did it do?
There's this person doesn't have any true creation, and they realize that. That's another thing that's like keeping them stuck in suspension of shock, because you are in this true Leo energy. You are the true creator. This harlot, Queen of Wands in reverse, she cannot create. That's why whatever she had, she could have also had people thinking that like she made this, she made that, she made this, she can do this, she can do that. She has all these skills under her belt, but when it actually came time to present those skills, she would make excuses like, oh, not right now, I'm tired, or maybe tomorrow, or I just don't have the right materials, or whatever it was. This is like a completely false person. And this masculine, this karmic masculine around this karmic feminine is realizing like, wow, I've been around a false star. This person cannot create. They cannot build. They believe their own lies. They thrive from trauma bonding. They're not a deep thinker. They cannot be on their own. But here you are on your own. You're not in groups. You're very balanced. You're creating. You have blessings and you're protecting them. Baby, I need my hand, okay? So yeah. So this masculine is just like completely shocked and like dumbfounded, and everybody is. Everybody's just like, it can't be. And it's just like, God's like, but it can be, because it is, because that's what it is. And then you're just in your own area. You're just like, yeah, I knew it. But it is what it is. It's not my mystery to unravel. It's this community and friends and family and large group and ex-boyfriend and ex-husband. It's their mystery to unravel. You knew this from the beginning. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. This is all they care about: money, what they can get. What can you give me? What can I get from you? I feel like mostly their mindset is what they can get from people. That's it. That's all they care about, what they can get. Yeah, she could be asking, what happened? Like, well, what just happened to my life? What just happened to, like, my following? What just happened to my fans? What just happened to my little group of lovers that I was able to control and keep and, you know, hold on to and call upon when I needed something or when I wanted someone to do my bidding? It's like the Green Witch and the Wizard of Oz, and she treated her lovers like her flying monkeys, and she would send them out to get information or to try and trap you and to try and trip you up and whatever the case it is. And this ex-boyfriend or ex-husband realizing, wow, he's realizing he's been a flying monkey to this harlot, this Queen of Wands in reverse energy. He could have known about this, but that's, I don't know. If he did know about it, again, he's just like, wow, like, Four of Cups in reverse. So whoever this harlot is, she's not happy that you're in aligned with yourself. I also feel like whatever she was giving, she was just never happy with it. She always wanted more, 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 more. And if God was like, I'm gonna give you your own lover, so you could stop breaking into people's homes and taking the lovers of these wives and these girlfriends, stop taking other people's lovers. I'll give you your own lover. She's like, no, that's not enough. I want her lover and his lover and that lover. I want all the lovers. And now they're all turning on her. Page of Cups reverse. This person has like a Yes, my baby. I know, but hold on. Yeah, this harlot. Excuse me. This Queen of Wands in reverse is obsessed with you. She's obsessed with the collective. But she doesn't want anybody to know that was what really was going on. Like, that was it. Everyone's just like, wow, you're really obsessed with the collective. Like, that's weird. Everything that she's been saying, because there's also, every time I get this Page of Cups card, and any card, every time I look at it, I always get the feeling of like something fishy. Someone's saying something fishy that doesn't add up. So whatever this harlot, this Queen of Wands in reverse was saying about you, people are realizing it's not adding up. It just doesn't make sense. The math is not mathing. The picture is not, it's just the pieces don't fit. It's because this person, they're like obsessed with you. They're obsessed with your creativity, obsessed with your alignment, obsessed with what you have. And a lot of it has to do because they're not happy with what they have. And it's, how when you see it in like TV shows and movies and like even TikTok and all that stuff like that, like those little skits where the guy is eating his meal. Well, they're at a restaurant, right? And the girl orders her meal first, and she's like, oh my God, I can't wait to eat. This looks so good. And then the guy orders his meal, and then they're both eating, but the girl doesn't want to eat her meal anymore because the guy, his food, it doesn't have to be about guy, girl, whatever. I'm just saying. And then, like, the other person's food looks really good. It looks appetizing. And it's because of the way that they're enjoying the food. And it could be, like, she's got, like, surf and turf. And he's got a cheeseburger. But the way he's enjoying that cheeseburger, it just looks so good. So she wants it. That's this. You could have one Dorito. And she's like, wow, you're really enjoying that Dorito. Let me take that one Dorito you have. Meanwhile, this person got a whole bag of Doritos. Right? It's like no matter what they had, they were just not happy with it. And God's like, let me just give you your own shit so you can like stop taking from people and stop stealing. And it was just not enough for this person. This person, it's let's narrow this down. Whatever it is that you have, this person is obsessed with. Right? It doesn't matter if it's one Dorito, two Doritos, a truck full of Doritos, it doesn't matter what you have. You could only own one pair of shoes, but that one pair of shoes, you just make it look really good. You know how to style it. So this person wants that one pair of shoes because you make it look so good. You make it so stylish. You make it so fitting. Like, whatever it is that you have, whatever it is that you're doing, you make it look so effortless, so appealing, so snazzy. They want that. You make it look easy. You make it look so comforting, so loving, so warm. They want that. They're obsessed with that. They don't have that quality. It's because they're not operating out of their heart. This person is obsessed. Strength reverse. More Leo energy. We have Leo in strength reverse, and then Leo on the fence. This person, they're weak. They cannot do anything on their own. They cannot create anything on their own. They cannot get anything on their own. They have to take, steal, plot, ploy, plan. Stop. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, this person. They're weak. They have no strength of any kind. No spiritual strength. Yes, my baby. Baby, it's charging. You gotta give it some time. You cannot rush these things. You're gonna have to learn that. Death on the fence. I feel like this person's stuck. They lost. So they lost the chance or the ability to like, because this person was told to quit while you're ahead, right? Because like in the passages in the Bible, I was reading how like there was this one phrase how like your sins weren't really that bad, right? It's like, okay, if you're gonna do this, they're gonna do it, right? But you're not really hurting anyone. You're just being a Queen of Wands in reverse, right? You're not taking it out on anyone. But then it got to the point where they started attacking you and making you like the bane of their existence and like hurting you and spreading lies about you and competing with you and being jealous of you and, you know, and then if they have children and just not caring about their kids, just giving their kids to the world so that way they can focus on competing with you. Once they brought you into whatever mix of games that they were playing, that's when that was too much, right? Because it was like, God is like, listen, you're gonna do what you do, but okay, so you're lying. Okay, so now you're being jealous. Okay, now you're competing. And it's just like, all right, now you're doing too much. So stop right now, because there's gonna be a point in time where I'm just gonna take everything away from you and you can't come back from that. And that's exactly what the passage says. Like, I'm taking everything from you and you're going to be left nothing but your bare skin, naked. And this passage, or this card says, Neptune's warning. If you put your faith only in the world of your senses, you will always know a hunger that cannot be satisfied. As the ocean dissolves the beach beneath your feet, I will show you that your fine castles and all the sides of them are made of sand. Because it's like, as quickly as this person built up their false empire, that's as fast as God's gonna take that away, and there's nothing that they can do about it. They can't prevent it, and then they can't be like, okay, God, I'm sorry, please have mercy, I am one with you. God's like, okay, what am I gonna do with that? Now they want God's mercy. God's like, yeah, I'm gonna let you sit in this state of suspension for a little bit longer, because you're not about to play in my face, right? This person just tried to play in the collective's face for who knows how long, and now they're trying to play in God's face. God's like, nah, I'm taking it away, and you're gonna sit, okay? All right. Also, this ex-boyfriend, they don't know what to believe at this point, too, by the way. They don't know what to believe. Hold on. You okay? Okay. This person doesn't know whether to... Bless you. They don't know whether to take action. This ex-boyfriend or ex-husband, they don't know whether to take action or to just, like, let things go with the flow. They're very confused. They don't know what to do. 6 of Wands. Look at that. That's you. That's your energy. You're in the 6 of Wands. You're being celebrated. You're winning at life. You're getting... You got accolades, but it's like proof. It's shown that you've worked for your accolades, right? You're not like a harlot. You don't have to sleep your way to the top. You worked for your accolades. You've worked for your victory, for your success. You could have. This is also representing a victory through all of this. You've succeeded despite all of this that was being thrown your way. Also, a lot of the people that could be like congratulating you now, and I'm doing quotations because it's just like you knew from the very beginning. Excuse me. You knew from the very beginning, like, hold on. You've known from the very beginning, let's say there are 10 people congratulating you right now, right? Let's just say there's 10 people congratulating you right now. And you've known from the very beginning, out of those 10 people, there are 6 people who were playing in your face the entire time. 6 of those people. And 4 of those people are actually very genuine and actually mean their congratulations. Those 6 people are just now, are only congratulating you because of the shock that they are in. And it's just like, well, we can't deny this anymore. We might as well give them their just due congratulations. Congratulations, collective. Oh my God, we're so proud of you. Right? But it's just like, it's like pity congratulations, but collective, you don't need that. Excuse me. It's charging. You have to let it charge. So those hypothetical 6 people, right? It could be 2 people or 3 people, whatever number. Yes, my baby. You're not paying attention to them. So if they're just like, oh my God, congratulations, you're like, oh, thanks. And then you're just going to keep on galloping away. Like, you're not even paying attention to them, right? It's like, okay, yeah, thanks. Thank you. Thanks. Bye. Alright, I think I'm gonna get a couple more and then I'm gonna close it. 7 of Cups reverse. Yeah, this person, they're like very delusional. They're living in some sort of fantasy land or fantasy world. They have no idea what's going on. And a lot of that has to do because they're stuck. And they don't have the strength within them to pull themselves out of this state of suspension in their life. They don't have the strength. I feel like a lot of it has to do because of how delusional they are. They cannot pull themselves out of it. It's like they get their energy from other people, from praises and worship and things like that. They don't have that anymore, right? Their castles that were built on the sands, it's all gone. They don't have the energy. They don't have the strength. They don't have the clarity to do this, right? So this person is very delusional. They could have mental health issues as well. Because to be this delusional, to be in the 7 of Cups reverse, that's delulu. You're living in a delusion, in a fantasy world. So, excuse me. I feel like you have to have some sort of like mental illness to like be this way and not have the strength to do, she just said excuse me, and not have the strength to do anything about it. Excuse me. Eight of Cups reverse. Yeah, people are walking away from this person. This person also feels abandoned. There's also something about whatever you have, it makes them feel not good enough. I don't know. They feel like your ability to like make anything work, it just really messes with their ego. People are also people don't want to be around someone who's always ungrateful. They're not happy with what they have. Nobody wants to be around someone like that. Can I get one more for the 8 of Cups, please? Reverse. Two Pentacles reverse. Yeah. They see that this person is they're unbalanced. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what to do. Oh my gosh. They don't know what they're doing. They feel abandoned. I don't, oh my gosh, I cannot talk. What the heck? I feel like this person was also playing both fields or both sides. Like, they're like, oh, I believe in God. But then they'll also do like really dark, wicked things that goes against God blatantly, openly. Which is like, that's another thing. It's like, you can't say that you love God, but you're praising and claiming and worshiping yourself and, I don't know, giving yourself to like other gods and goddesses and deities, and that's this person. It's like they were trying to play both field when it came to like spirituality, and it got to the point where God took everything away, his blessings, and now this person feels abandoned even spiritually. I feel like that's really what that is too. They feel spiritually abandoned. Like they don't have anything to call on. They don't have anyone to call on, whether it's out here or spiritually. This person's delusional. This is somebody who's like switches up what they believe like every day. Like one day they'll be like, oh, they're an atheist, and like the next day they're like, oh my gosh, I cannot talk. They're like, oh yeah, they're Hindu, and you know they're doing this religion, and I don't know. It's just they're just very delusional in who they are. Like they don't know who they are. They question. They don't know who they are. They don't know where they stand. They don't know what they like. But you make you so appealing, so easy. Look, Queen of Wands upright. This is you. And this person, I keep saying, this is a Queen of Wands in reverse. You make you look so easy. You're the Queen of Wands upright. Attractive, beautiful, ambitious, a go-getter, confident. Like, you're free to do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. You have stamina. You have grace. You have power. You have strength. Fortitude, I'm hearing. This person does not. You could also have royal blood in you or come from a long line of royalty, or like you're just there's something very regal about you, and this person is just not. It's like I feel like this person's like, well, if they're royal, then I'm gonna be royal too. But it's just like they're not. They built their royalty. It's not like you. Like your royalty is like through your bloodline. So it's like you're naturally royal. This person is like they wanted to play a role of being a princess or a queen, but that's just not in their blood. Because a real queen doesn't have to sleep their way to the top. It doesn't matter what kind of queen it is. Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. A real queen does not do that. You don't have to. But I feel like this person really wanted to make it seem like that was you so bad. But a real queen in her power speaks for itself. And a real queen doesn't have to say much at all. All right? And I talked about this Queen of Wands in reverse, how she did the most and got nothing. And you, collective, Queen of Wands upright, you barely do anything and you get the most. You get the most. The most adoration, the most blessings, the most gifts, the most lovers. You don't do anything. You could just walk into a room and everyone's just like, Queen of Wands, please take me as your lover. Please take my hand in marriage. You don't have to do anything. Yum yum. It's yummy. Thank you. What is it? Okay, it's delicious. Try again. Yummy. You try it. You don't even like it, and it's imaginary. That's so funny. So yeah, the Six of Swords reversed on the bottom, or upright on the bottom of the deck. Two of Swords reversed on the bottom of the deck, and the Ace of Cups reversed. Yeah, you walked away from this person. People are also walking away from this person because they're realizing, like, this Queen of Wands in reverse, she doesn't love us. She doesn't. There's no love. There's no genuity. This is not a queen. This is a harlot. And this harlot really tried to pass herself off as a queen and saying that you were the harlot and she was a queen. But a queen, a true queen, without even speaking, speaks for herself, her character, right? That regal, that nobility. It's just, you walk into a room and there's a sense of nobility that it speaks for itself, your aura, right? So this is a reading. I hope it helps. Bye.